So this is what my investors see when I present them with a deal pack for a rent-to-serviced accommodation property. So I'm just going to run you through it top to bottom. You got just a general overview. Of course, in this case, it's a fully furnished, turnkey, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom flat. You got the rent amount deposit, furniture fee, sourcing fee, total money in. That's the all money needed for the deal, which is obviously important. Then you got referencing requirements. In this case, the personal or director guarantor needs to be earning a minimum of £63,000 per year before tax. Can be up to 3 people combined. Then I've got the return on investment figure, which is this amount minus the sourcing fee, which is obviously £3,000. That is because the sourcing fee should not be included in those figures because it is separate from the deal and the runnings of the property. I do it like that. So does Deal Connect, the largest deal sourcing platform in the UK. You got break even, 55% occupancy. At 75% occupancy, at £810 profit, which is 185% return on investment. That is the expected amount. Of course, the higher occupancy you get, the more profit you get. Then I break down here. I used a nightly rate of £155, which is way less. It's £30 less than property market intel generated. That is because I know Brighton super well. I'm more conservative myself when I sell deals to investors. I'm rather safe than sorry. And I know the average prices that certain properties get in certain areas. So I'm using my general knowledge here that I've gained over the years. And then I also put 75% occupancy rather than 69%. That is because the software doesn't take into account booking.com bookings or direct bookings, okay? Obviously, I break that down further here. That's just the spreadsheets. Then I dive into the property images. So for anyone interested, this property actually is available and this is how it comes. It is fully furnished. It is beautiful. £810 profit per month on average. It is turnkey, ready to go. Zip and link beds. You can split them up into singles for contractors. It's even got its own little pool table. It obviously is small, but contractors and people do love it. Finally, the investors see the comparable properties that are obviously very similar to this property and nearby to get an understanding of the occupancy rate and the nightly rates in that area. I also provide like a rough location of the property and the nearby amenities, hospitals, train stations, beaches, all of that stuff. But to obviously get the exact address and location of the property, you need to provide the cha-ching up front. But that's a general overview. I hope you found that useful. A lot of people have been asking me for templates to use when they deal source, but this is how I do it. Take it as you want to, use it if you can. Cheers.